MV, doing a bit of cricket for the. Not sure if we're doing a Harry Shanks draft tonight, so I'm getting ready for that just in case. With a little T20 international cricket. Here we go. We're going to do a little bit of choosing of the teams. I'm going to look for Australia or England. 2000s. Just gotta find the Aussies. Bit of T20, that fast-paced cricket game. It's Friday night here in the UK. It's been actually quite a nice day today, a warm day. In the UK for once. But we see the autumn is definitely coming through. The weather's beginning to change. I'm about to go on a flight just over a week's time, and the country I was going to just had an earthquake. Hope everybody's okay. Did make me worry for a quick second. So trying to find Australia, 2000s. Both these teams were pretty good in that decade. England by the end of it were world champions, and Australia were world champions at the beginning. So it's a nice matchup. They played a classic Test series around this time. But this is a little T20. Could play the longer version, but which is Test. We could play. Let's have a look. There are different versions. It's Club T20. We want ODI. We want just T10. Very different versions of the game. There it is. T20. Start off in the evening. Let's choose the kits. Gotta try and not press the one button because that's my streaming button, just making sure. So I have to use the 3 button to scroll through the lineups. So it's T20 lineup. Looks like we've only got one lineup here. Saved. Doesn't matter. Let's get it across to the Aussies. Again, they look like they've only got one lineup in saved. That's okay, and let's just edit the lineup. Now, this is not having them in kits. I've just noticed that. It's not very convenient. We don't have to exact kits. Anyway, so here's the England lineup, typical England 2000s lineup for Test cricket and one-day cricket. You've got the openers, Trescothick and Strauss. Both left-handers. Ian Bell was a kind of a rookie that became pretty good. Peterson was probably the best batsman of the decade, along with Ricky Ponting for Australia. Michael Vaughan was the captain. But some of these players, Flintoff was the talisman. Ashley Giles spinner. Yeah, that looks like it. However, let's just change these guys. Anderson and Broad, late, they did start in the 2000s, but were probably good towards the end of that decade. Matthew Hoggard would probably be the better one. And a gentleman called, from up north, Steve Harmison. That's probably more like their lineup. Now then, we have to decide who is going to be. All these players played in that decade. But in terms of T20, you have to try and get some aggression in there. Vaughan is good. If you look at the attack, he's got a 69. Flintoff, for his position, that's fine. Just looking at these things now just to see if I can change anything. Collingwood would have been a T20 player. T20 didn't really take place until 2005, so a lot of these guys I'm just playing with a little bit. Collingwood had more of an attack than Vaughan, which then means the captain has to change in a second. Goffey would have played, but I'd probably do someone like Simon Jones. Goffey was more 90s. Okay, so now we just need a captain. We're going to be very controversial here, and we're going to make Kevin Peterson the captain. Very controversial, genius batsman though. And these guys have enough aggression in them, I think, to make the game interesting. Harmison will be the number 1 bowler. Now, how do I do that without messing with the... that's better. I could do it without pressing number 1. That's it. That's more like it. That's as good as it gets. You know, they didn't play T20 in that era. They just messed with it, didn't they? Here's a T20 team I've just created. That's fine. Australia now. Again, wouldn't have played too much T20. This is a really good, strong side. Matthew Hayden was a belligerent opening batsman. Alan Gilchrist is probably the best playing Test cricket and one day best batting wicketkeeper of all time. These are all Hall of Famers, more or less. I've got some people there. Where's Shane Warne? Nathan Bracken would have played in the one-day team. So this is a team that would be typically close to a T20 team. But the greatest player of all in that team would have been Shane Warne. Let's see if Warney can get a bowl. Brett Lee would have probably played. Glenn McGrath, Bracken, Hogg. So we're going to take out Hogg. He's a good T20 player actually in real life. So most of these guys were coming to the end of their career by 2005. So these guys would have been missed T20, but a lot of them played. Just trying to see if I've got any. Andrew Simon is the one to watch out for. A heavy hitter. Hussey's an outstanding hitter. They've got a really good batting team. McGrath probably wouldn't have played T20 as much as he later did. You probably want someone like Shane Watson. Oh, there's so many you could choose from. It's so deadly. Let's have a look. I'm not trying to play this exact. I'm trying to pick the best players. Hussey would be a good batsman, so let's go Hussey here and replace Damien Martin. I just like choosing, you know, they're both outstanding players. So these are the batting players. Going down to the bowlers, and I think we'll get Shane Warne in there somewhere. He's a legend. Leg spinning, and sorry Brad Hogg, as good as you were in the real game. There we are. Shane Warne played T20 as well, but he was past his peak then. Now then, all that remains to be done is choose the kit, but unfortunately, we're going to have to play in whites. That's fine. There are no kits that I've assigned to these teams, other than their real kits. Match settings, we're good, we're good. Just have to choose the home ground. Oh, stadium. And we're good to go. I've got a new camera angle on this. The new game is, I can't wait for it to come out. It's coming out while I'm on holiday, so I'm just have to wait till the middle of October to start playing it. Let's play this at Perth. So this has been played in Australia. It should suit the fast bowlers to some extent. Looking at the pitch, here we go. So this is MB, broadcast and cricket while we wait for Howie Shank's draft. I'm not sure if it's tonight or tomorrow. I think it's tonight. And looking forward to that baseball thing. I've been doing a lot of basketball lately on NBA 2K24. Doing a little bit of action basketball, which was so much fun with Steve Tate the other night. I've still got to do some of my league, my 1982 baseball league on action PC baseball. I've been playing Access football. So as soon as I get time to do anything with the gaming, I'm doing it. And I've got to fit in work around that and exercise. You know, so there's so much to be done these days, but I'm enjoying my hobby. Probably the most I've done since 15 years ago. So it's good fun. Got to remember to live, though. Got to remember to live. Just taking a moment just to load up the stadiums. It's take a second or two more. This game has served me well. Cricket 22 did a lot of editing of the players under the name of Mousy Dread. Anyone on Cricket Planet will know who that is. And last year and a half, I've been calling myself MV. That was a name actually that I got from amalgamating my game name, and somehow it worked. It's supposed to be Mousy Dread Videos, but MV has become what it's become, and it's become its own self. So I'm happy with the name MV. So a bit of T20, where teams get 20 overs per team, per side, to bowl out the other team. Team batting second chases down the team that bats first. Pretty much every bowler has 6 deliveries or 6 balls per over, and they're only allowed 4 overs. Do the math. They've got 24 balls in total to take wickets or restrict runs. Here we are in Perth. Perth, Australia. England 2000 versus Australia 2000. T20. Let's have a little T20. There are the team lineups. And the captains are going to come out for the toss. See who bats first. It's a green wicket, which means it should suit the bowlers. Commentators should reveal it all. Let's wait for them to start up. Perth, one of the big grounds in Australia. There's Peterson, KP. And England have won the toss. It's grassy dry. So this is a bit grassy. The outfield should be quick. There should be some good pace. Should suit the pace bowlers. Should be an even contest. I've turned the commentators off. They're making too much noise recently. Nice pitch, nice panning of the stadium. This is from Big Ant Games. They do rugby, Aussie rules football, tennis. Really good games. I think this is the 5th version of the cricket game. A lot of these players are downloaded or created from the server. So here he is. It starts it off. They're playing in their whites today. 2 men allowed in the outfield on the radar on the right. The game will stutter for the first 5 seconds. And Australia get off the mark and they get 2 for it. Now Australia off the mark with Matthew Hayden's pull. This is Steve Harmison, a Hall of the very good bowler in the 2000s. Not a Hall of Famer. Very fast, could be erratic, lovely guy. Comes in, bowls to Hayden.
Yep.
It's edged. It's gone for 4. Just a start Australia needed. Change the camera angle. It's a bit more exciting to watch this angle. Hayden was a very powerful guy that batted Test cricket, one-day cricket, and never really played T20, but here he is today. It's Harmison. Pulled away by Hayden, and he's out. So straight away, Paul got Simon Jones down there, and first wicket for England. That one hurried at Hayden. It looks like Simon Jones out there. Tell him by the artwork. Yes, it's Jones for the catch. And Hayden out straight away. So Australia lose their first wicket. Here comes their best batsman of that era, the late 90s and throughout the 2000s, Ricky Ponting. He go to the non-strikers end. So the 4th delivery, Harmison comes into Gilchrist, a very attacking batsman.
Yep.
And that's pulled away for a single. Hogarth throws that in. So 1 run to Australia. They go to 8 for 1. 7 for 1. Harmison at the top of his run-up comes in, bowls to Ponting. Ponting drives, gets it outside the circle. Only 2 men allowed in the circle within the first 6 overs. So it pays well for Australia if they get aggressive in those first 6 overs. If they get to 50, or 6 overs, they're doing well. Providing they don't lose more than another wicket. Another man out. Run rate's 10.8. Anything above 8 is pretty good. Turned off his legs by Ponting. He'll get a single. 1 more run to Ponting. 1 more run to Australia. Excuse me.
End of the first over.
10 for 1.
Are now on 1 for 10. Change of bowling.
There's Matthew Hogarth.
Coming into the attack.
I won't look at the stats because they're my universe stats. Hogarth was a determined bowler, sort of not extra fast. And that's hit straight by Ponting out of the ground. No! It's caught in the deep. So on a smaller ground, that would have gone for 6 or 4. Hogarth strikes his first delivery. Australia in trouble. Australia in lots of trouble here early. Hello, Big Clue. Hello, Beatles internally. Hopefully we got the... just catching up with you guys now. A bit of T20 between England and Australia. Change the camera angle. Hello, Big Clue. I'm reading your stuff now. Are we having Harry Shanks tonight? Big Clue, you're funny. That's part of the charm, though. We pretend to be interested in what he's talking about. He pretends to know what he's talking about. Everybody. Are we having Harry Shanks tonight? So, Hogarth at the top of his run. Australia in deep trouble, 10 for 2. Bowls to Gilchrist. Steps forward, drives it down the ground. It's going to go for 2, maybe 3. The fielder feels it. Big stadium here at Perth. These are the two top teams of that decade. The West Indies had fallen down by this point. Michael Clarke at the crease. There's how about boast to Clarke. Clarke on his back foot. Punches it away and there's no run. 13 for 2 Australia. I should have put Ireland on if I knew you were coming in, Beatles. Okay, Saturday. Right, cool.
Yep.
It's driven away off his toes by Michael Clarke. And that's a single. Score goes to 14 for 2.
Are now 2 for 14.
Facing up is Michael Clarke for Australia. Very controversial captain. Very successful captain. He pulls that one away and there's no run. Goes straight to Simon Jones. There's Steve Harmison. Man from up north. Beginning his second over there. Second ball of his second over. Comes in, bolts to Michael Clarke. Clarke strides forward, looks correct in his stroke, but there's no run. Every dot ball counts as valuable in T20. We're playing in whites today, not the coloured pyjamas that you see normally in the shorter versions. Oh, that's a great delivery by Harmison. Just outside off stump, no run. This is a very good over from Harmison. 3 dot balls. 3 more left. Here he comes. Bolts to Clarke. Clarke on the front foot, drives it through the covers. Will it get to the boundary? Not quite. It's a big outfield. So, typical clash here between Australia and England. Let's check out the chat. So, clearly it's a distraction from the inevitable elimination of the Reds over the next 10 days. Peter knows what we're talking about. Peter says, yes I do. I have to say though, that I am very proud of my Bucks taking 2 from 3 from the Cubbies. So the Reds sound like they've had a good season. I've not really been following it that much. And so the Pirates, above expectations, particularly the Reds. It's driven away by Michael Clarke. It's going to go for 4. So Michael Clarke now goes to 7. The score is 20 for 2. Gilchrist will now come in, facing Hogarth. That's driven over the top for 6 runs for Adam Gilchrist. He's not hanging around. Big 6. Not Christy Masterson. That's gone for 6. This camera angle just picks up the game a bit better. So Australia 26 for 2. Hogarth comes in, bolts to Gilchrist. Oh, that hits him on the pad. They'll get a bye and run 1. Score moves to 27 for 2. Score around 200 is what they're probably capable of getting. Yeah, the Yankees and the Mets really screwed up, huh? There's Hogarth now, bolts to Michael Clarke. Clarke lifts it up in the air. They'll get a single, quick single by Michael Clarke. Michael Clarke and Ponting. Ponting is out already. So attacking batsmen at the crease. Gilchrist facing now. He was the greatest wicketkeeper of all time, allegedly.
Wait.
Strokes
Yep.
that one away. Nicely fielded. They don't try to run. They get a single. No, they don't. Gilchrist remains on 10. 10 from 7. His strike rate is above 100. Here's Hogarth now, bowling to Gilchrist.
Wait.
Gilchrist turns off his legs. That might go for 4. It's going for 4. It's 4. 4 runs to Alan Gilchrist. The score now goes to 32 for 2. If we get to 50 before the fielding restrictions are relaxed, that will be good.
Yep.
There's a big drive by Gilchrist. That's going for 4 more. Adam Gilchrist, Gilly, taking Hogarth to school. And now we've got Simon Jones. Simon Jones was a very talented bowler, very swing bowler, had an awkward delivery, got injured a few times, and that's what curtailed his career. There's Jones now.
Yep.
Jones of Welsh descent, I believe. Because England and Wales are all one in cricket. Scotland plays separately. Ireland plays Ireland. They're not obviously British, they're Irish. But not Wales are part of the English and Wales Cricket Board. There's Jones, short delivery, slapped away by Gilchrist. That's gone for 4 more. Typical Adam Gilchrist. Ricky Ponting, big clue. Ricky Ponting was the great captain for Australia during. Shot. He was that's gone for 4 more by Gilchrist. Ricky Ponting was the kind of unlucky captain of Australia in the 2000s. Very talented young batsman that emerged in the 1990s. Exciting batsman, an all-time great Hall of Famer. Short in stature, but what a heart. Excellent player. He took over a championship team. He continued to be champions, but they lost in 2005 to this very England team you see here. Oh, that's out! Gilchrist is out. Simon Jones strikes. So any player you want to hear about, I can tell you about. Ricky Ponting. It sounds Australian, doesn't it? So Gilchrist on striker at 216. That's an amazing start. Brings up Michael Hussey. Hussey was a player that was a bit unlucky, very high average, very competent player. Played throughout the 2000s. Couldn't get into the 90s team.
Yep.
Although it's from the same age group, so he started late. They had an excellent career. As we look at Matthew Hogarth with the hat. Australia in trouble here, 45 for 3. Jones comes in now, bowls to Hussey, who's new at the crease. Beats him outside off stump. That one goes through to wicketkeeper Geraint Jones. So now England turn to a slow attack now. Spin bowler, Ashley Giles. Giles was just a good spinner. Clark is world class.
Yep.
Clark chops that one away. It's going to go for 4. No, is it going to get 2? No, 4 runs. 4 runs by Michael Clark. Seems a very flashy batsman. He had a beautiful girlfriend at the time. He was always in the headlines. People thought he was selfish. It's Michael Clark. Clark is on 13. Hussey nothing. Australia 49 for 3. Here's Giles.
Waiting.
Chipped away by Clark, but stopped out there. Quite sure who that is. There's no run. So they've got to 50, more or less, but they've lost 3 wickets. Almost on par.
Wait.
Struck away, nicely fielded there. And there's no run. So forget Ricky Ponting. Let's talk. Carl Schwarber is a shorter version, in my opinion, of Rob Deere and Dave Kingman. Low batting average, high home runs. It's crazy. Is that what baseball hitters have become? I mean, what a horrible, horrible, horrible batting average. I'd love to know his on-base percentages, actually. That'd be interesting. Kyle Schwarber.
Wait.
That's the end of the power play. The batting
So
side
the end of the power play here now. So England are able to put more fielders in the outfield. And we're back with Simon Jones. He's already taken a wicket. Coming around the wicket now to Michael Hussey. Hussey off his legs. So Hussey and Clark now have to consolidate for Australia. And get to say the 14th over before heading out. 6 overs gone. Score is 50 for 3. Jones comes in now, bolster Michael Clark. Clark drives. And we'll get a single. So this is playing at Perth here in this 2000s Australia versus 2000s England. Here's Simon Jones now, comes in, bolster Michael Hussey. Hussey waits. That's a, punches it away, but it's only going to get a single. Australia go to 52 for 3. Hussey just 2 not out. Started his career quite late. Jones been very economical so far. Here he comes. Bowls to Clark. Clark on the back foot will get a single. So Michael Clark is a very flashy, blonde, always dyed his hair blonde, young star in the 2000s. He played until about 2014. Excellent batsman. Here's Jones, comes in bolster Hussey, and that's edged away. Oh, dropped in front of the fielder. Michael Hussey, a very determined veteran batsman that started his international career pretty late. He's a left-hander, he waits for Jones. Jones comes in, bolster Hussey. It's outside the off stump, that's a wide for sure. That'll tackle an extra run. So the score, 54 for 3, 200 would be good, 7 wickets remaining. Jones comes in, bolster Hussey. And it's wide again, and Jones losing a bit of control here. Simon Jones is a good bowler. Injuries curtailed his career. A Welshman, here he comes in now, bowls to Hussey. That's chopped away by Hussey, great diving stop.
End of the 7th over. The batting side
It's like Strauss.
now 3 for 55. Change of bowling.
So here is the talisman of England's cricket in the 80s, say the 90s, sorry. In the 80s it was Ian Botham, in the 90s it was Botham again. But Andy Flintoff was the talisman in the 2000s. That's chopped away with arrogance by Michael Clark. It's gone for 4. Trying to channel my Tony Gregg. Tony Gregg was a great, brilliant announcer, South African announcer. Clark waits for Flintoff. Flintoff coming bowls. It's edged away by Clark. He'll get a single. Score moves to 60 for 3. 200 would be a good score in this pitch. So, big clue. Oh, that's pulled away by Hussey. Nice shot. Gone to the boundary for 4. So Big Clue says, forget Ricky Ponting, let's talk about Carl Schwarber. You might say about the best season by a bad hit in history. Probably, I'd say so. I was reading that, pretty crazy. Even Stathead is making a big deal of it. Interesting from a certain corner. People think that means advanced stats are promoting his style of play. That's nonsense. It just demonstrates that 200 batting average isn't necessarily total crap. Well, what's his OPS, Big Clue? I'll be curious. There are other ways to add value. I think of it this way. I don't want a 200 in the lineup, but if I'm stuck with one, I hope it's him. And that's fair. Walked out a couple of seasons ago, the highest R-bat for a sub-200 season was Frank Fernandez in 1968. Wow, Frank Fernandez, I haven't even heard of him. Flintoff now, comes in, bolster Hussey. Hussey drives, off his legs, and that's going for 4. Not quite. Yes, no. They're going to run 3. So the score is now 69 for 3.
Batting side are now on 3 for 69.
Good healthy run rate now for the Aussies.
The captain is going
Ashley Giles will come and bowl his second of 4 overs. Run rate 8.63. Anything above 8 is going to roughly translate to 160. Ooh. Yeah, 8 runs and over, 160, 170. So they're doing well. They're probably going to get more aggressive if they keep their batsmen in. There's Giles now, over the wicket to Hussey. Hussey comes down the pitch. Didn't get quite hold of it there. Get a single. The score now moves to 70 for 3. Clark waits, is 21 from 21. Here's Giles. And that's a big hit by Michael Clark. It's gonna go for 4. So Clark's announcing his intentions. It's 4 runs, he goes to 25. Scores 74 for 3. It's Giles to Clark, he comes down the wicket. It's going up in the air and it's going for 4. 4 more. Michael Clark now extending his bat. Being very patient. Excellent stroke. Giles now getting some hammer here. Clark waits for Giles, comes down the pitch again. Didn't get a hold of it at all, but they'll take a cheeky single. 10 off the over so far with a ball to go. Hussey now on strike. Comes down the pitch and this one's hit high in the air. Could be out. Drops just inside. And the fielder, midfielder, that's Hoggard. And they'll get 2.
End of the 9th over. The batting side are now 3 for 82.
Another change of bowler now. Flintoff back in the attack. The talisman for England. Here he comes, Andrew Flintoff. Bowls. Turned off his leg by Hussey. They'll get a single. So, Clue says, to give Schwab a season some context, his 16-hour bat would be a record for a sub-200 season. But the league leader is Acuna with 59. Schwaber is not a good hitter.
Yep.
It's a sad thing with Schwaber because I remember him coming through with the Cubs. You know, he wasn't that bad. He's obviously swinging for the fences. Flintoff at the top of his run, been economical with his first 2 deliveries. Hussey on strike. We'll wait for Hussey. Hussey drives, gets a single. So these are 2 Australians now. They've consolidated well. They get to the 14th over. They'll start blasting. Good start by Australia now. All of a sudden, 8.95 run rate. Flintoff comes in, bowls to Clark. Clark with a big swing and a miss. And there's no run as the ball goes through to Geraint Jones behind the stumps. Good over from Flintoff. Comes in now, bowls to Clark. Clark moves his legs, off his leg, the ball travels. They'll get a single. Score goes to 86 for 3. Clark on 32, Hussey on 16. Hussey's still not settled yet. There's Flintoff to Hussey. Oh, he had him in all kinds of trouble there. Good over by Flintoff. Trying to keep that run rate down. It's down to 860. There's Ashley Giles bowling his third. He's the weak link.
Wait there.
And that's a slower ball to like Strauss. Clark trying to get the run rate above 8, keep it there. Here's Giles to Clark.
Wait.
Nicely batted and fielded. Every dot ball counts. Nothing off the over so far. Giles a left arm spinner. Here he is, bowls. And again, nice tidy bowling here by Ashley Giles. 3 deliveries, no runs. Clark waits. The run rate's dropped to 8.19.
Yep.
Again, Clark swipes all over his feet. They'll get one. And that puts Hussey on strike. Hussey just stuck at the moment on 16, but behind him comes the powerful hitting Andrew Simons, who's in next. It's edged away and nicely fielded. Still no run. This is a very tight over. There's Giles to Hussey. Cut away. This is some good bowling by Andrew Giles. Good tight bowling here.
3 for 87.
A Wawa. What's a Wawa, Big Blue? A regional chain of convenience stores last October ran a Schwaberfest special on their sandwiches while the Phillies were in the playoff. Watch them do it again this year. Schwaberfest special. Here's Harmison now to bowl the third of 4 overs. Australia just dropping their run rate the last 2 overs. Comes in bowls.
Yep.
It's a nice drive by Clark. They'll only get a single. So England have tightened up the bowling. Flintoff and Giles and now Harmison. Australia just biding their time before they go for liftoff again. They've consolidated well, these two. Oh, he turned him inside out there. And there's no run. There's Michael Hussey. Waits. Harmison comes in to Hussey. And he beats him, and England now all of a sudden tighten the screws for Australia. Hussey struggled out there, 16 from 19. Harmison in now, bowls to Hussey. Hussey swings and misses. Excellent bowling here from England. Harmison's 1 for 17 of 2.4 overs. Bowls his 5th ball now to Hussey. Hussey with a big swing. It's going to the boundary and it's not going to get there. They'll get 2. And they're looking for 3 now. They'll stay with 2. So Hussey goes to 18. Score 90 for 3. Here's Harmison now. Tight ball. That's a nice drive by Hussey. Left-hander. Into the deep. They'll get a single. Now they'll come back for 2. And they'll get 2 easily. 92 for 3 off 12 overs. This is a 20-a-side T20 International. And here comes the potential weak link again. They're going with Paul Collingwood. He's not much of a bowler, but he can bowl.
Yep.
Expect Australia to take advantage. They're 92 for 3. 8 overs left. Collingwood went on to have a very good career, especially in the one-day and the T20 game.
Yep.
That's hit away by Hussey. That's gone for 4. No. Nice stop in the outfield. Looks like Harmison. It's a 50 partnership now between these two. They've consolidated well, Michael Clark and Michael Hussey. Hussey, though, has been very defensive. There's Collingwood now to Hussey. Edges it away. Nice stop. And there's no run. This is at Perth Stadium in Australia. Collingwood now, with his dibbly dobblers, comes in bowls to Michael Hussey. Hussey off his legs. They really do need Hussey to step up here. They've got a big hitter to come in Andrew Simons, otherwise known as Roy. Sadly, we lost him last year, I think, in a car crash. Here's Collingwood into Michael Clark. Clark goes for it, and that's hit over the top. And nicely fielded by Hoggard. So only a run there as Clark's trying to get the run rate moving. Here's Collingwood now, had a good over so far, his last delivery. Bowls to Hussey. Hussey hooks it away. But again on the, poor fielding out there in the outfield by Flintoff. And that's 4. So Hussey now finally gets out of his shell. And now, I don't know why, but England have really chopped and changed. They're going with another non-regular bowler in Ian Bell. Maybe they see something in the conditions here. There's Bell. It's gone high in the air by Clark. This could be out. It's gone for 6. The fielder stepped over the boundary. So back up to 8.13. Here's Clark facing Bell. Nicely stopped. So this pitch, captain has decided to go with some medium pace rather than the big pace bowlers. Here's Bell. To Clark.
Yep.
Big swing by Clark. That's going to go to the boundary for 4. Yes, it does. Michael Clark up to 42. Besides punting, he is one of the best batsmen. They've got loads. Score 111 for 3. Here's Bell, and that's gone over the top. Gone for 4. So Michael Clark decided enough of this nonsense, and that's his 50. Congratulations to Michael Clark. And we've got a free hit. That must have been a no ball from Ian Bell. Bell in now, bowls to Clark. Clark smashes this one away. Free hit, but he'll only get a single. Can't be out on a free hit unless you're run out. So 117 for 3. 160 is going to be 170 would be nice. Here's Bell. That one up in the air by Hussey, and that's gone for 4. No! Stopped on the boundary. So Michael Hussey continues to... He's still there, but he's not... His strike rate's pretty low. It's about 100. 29 from 27 from Hussey. He's just gone green, though. His confidence has gone up. There's Bell now into Hussey. Hussey drives. That one's going to the boundary. And stopped on the ropes. They're going to get 2. So all of a sudden, Australia, by the 14th over, like I predicted, they're going to go for it.
122.
It's Collingwood now. To bowl to Hussey.
Yes.
Driven away by Hussey. Get a single. There's Collingwood to Clark.
Waiting.
Oh, he hits it into the ground. Nice stop by Geraint Jones. And there's no run. Collingwood fairly economical so far. Comes into Clark. It's a short delivery. That's going to be a wide. It's an extra run. 124 for 3. Collingwood into Clark.
Yep.
It's edged that one away. They'll get a single. Wide. Collingwood showing some lack of control here. Can't afford to give away wides there. They run on to score. It's 126 for 3. As he drives, a nice stop. Looks like they took a single there. It's getting the lights are on. The floodlights are on here in Perth. Michael Clark, 52 not out, faces.
Yep.
And he smacks that straight over the bowler's head for 4. Lovely shot by Michael Clark. That's what they need. Run rate now 8.83. There's Collingwood.
Yep.
It's edged. Down to 3rd man. And they take a run. 132 for 3 after 15. The Aussies are going to go for it now. They've got big hitters in the sheds. Bell now still bowling. That's a short delivery. It's going to be a wide, some stupid wides. No, it's not a wide. Oh, that's controversial. Here's Bell now to Clark.
Yep.
And that's a big hit by Michael Clark. And he's out. Out in the deep. And Collingwood strikes. The slow pace of the England bowlers here, making the difference. Wide of the stumps. Clark flushed at it, and he's out. So Clark a bit aggressive. That's gone. That brings up the very flamboyant Andrew Simons, otherwise known as Roy. Sadly, we lost him just over 2 years ago now. Him and Shane Warne. There's Bell to Hussey. Hussey drives. And that's only going to get them 2 runs. Score 134 for 4. Just under 4 overs left. Or 4.5 overs left. There's Collingwood.
Yep.
Edged away by Hussey. Hussey not the most aggressive of the Australian batsmen, but he will keep it stable. Here's Andrew Simons, though, big hitter. Hold on to your seats. There he goes. It's gone for 4. Andrew Simons right on target there with 4. So Roy is ready. Here's Hussey at the other end. Here's Bell to Andrew Simons. Big swing and a miss.
Into the 16th over. The batting side are now for 130.
Here's Simon Jones.
Comes into the attack.
Do a bit of baseball after this. It's still a long way to go though.
Yep.
That's helped away by Hussey off his legs. It's going for 4. So now Australia stepping it up. 144 for 4. 8.85 run rate, that's pretty good. Jones coming in now to Hussey. Drives. Hussey just keeping it nice and simple. Keeping the run rate ticking along. Leave the spectacular stuff to the likes of Clark, who's just been out, and Simons. Here's Jones now to Simons.
Wait. Yep.
Drives. Get a single. Hoggard will pick it up, but long on, long off. Here's Hussey waits. Oh, bad fielding there. They'll get maybe 3 for this. They'll get 3. So Simons on strike.
Yep.
And he smashed that one away, but he'll only get a single. Score 149 for 4. It's a match between England 2000s and Australia 2000s. Both teams evenly matched. Here's Jones to Hussey. It's wide. Can't afford to give those wides away, Jones. Hussey ready for him.
Yep.
Cuts it away, and that's gone past the fielder. Will it go for 4? Yes, it does. Hussey goes to 49. He's held the innings together, Michael Hussey. This is his role. Simons is the big hitter. Run rate up to 9.
Yep.
And that's driven.
Keep up.
They'll get a single. So 155 for 4. 17 overs gone. Well, kept is consistent with Ian Bell here. Bell comes in, bowls to Hussey.
Yep.
And that's smacked.
Yeah.
It just gets a single. Hit into the covers by Hussey.
And that brings up 50 runs for this batsman.
So Hussey hits his half century. Good strike rate at the end of 135. He's picked it up. 9 is the run rate. It's pretty good. Here's Bell.
Yep.
And a nice pull there by, or punch away by Simon. Just cut it to his right. But they only get a sink. Good field placing here by England. Bell comes in now to Hussey.
Yep.
Hussey off his legs in the air. He's going to get between the fielders along. They just pull it back, so nice fielding again by England. 2 more runs. 159 for 4. Hussey 52 now out. Stepped it up in recent overs. Here's Bell.
Yep.
Hussey dabs it down to third man. And he will get a single. So 160. That's par. 160 for 4. Bell bowling his last delivery. Wide. That's going to be another delivery. Bad control by Bell. I'm surprised they're using Ian Bell. They decided that the conditions suited the medium paces. Wide again. That's terrible bowling by Ian Bell. Bell not normally known for bowling. This is T20. Bell now to Roy. Roy's waiting.
Wait.
Upperly driven over point. Gets a single. So 2 more overs left in the game. In the inning. If they can get, say, 20 runs from this, they'll be doing well. Score about 180 should be pretty good. Here's Simon Jones bowling the last of his overs to Andrew Simons. Simons off his, and he's out! Great delivery from Jones. Backed up Simons, and he hit it to the fielder. So Simon Jones takes his second wicket. Andrew Simons never really got going. He's out caught by Strauss. And I thought I'd taken Damien Martin out of the lineup. He's there, he's still there. So actually this might work in Australia's favour, because Martin is a batsman. Jones into Martin. And that's hit high in the air, and that's out. Second consecutive delivery. Are we going to see a hat-trick here in Perth? Simon Jones strikes again. Martin out first ball. Brings up the legend, Shane Warne. Warne's played 10 matches and never actually batted before. So this could be a hat-trick ball.
Yep.
Smacked away by Warne for 4. Typical Shane Warne. Flamboyant as always. Sadly, we lost Shane Warne a few years ago. A legend of cricket. All-time great. Jones now to Hussey.
Yep.
Hussey over the top, and that's gone for 4. Nice diving dive there, but it's gone for 4. So Australia, 171 for 6. Jones into Hussey. Beats him outside off stump, and there's no run. And that's high in the air by Hussey. Gone for 4, so Australia with a late flourish here. Now Michael Hussey, typical Michael Hussey innings, slow, and then very reliable batsman. Not seen as an all-time great, but pretty good batting average. There's a Hollard to Shane Warne. Warne drives. Don't know why they saved Hoggard. He's bowling 1 over short here. It's Matthew Hoggard, very dogged, determined Yorkshireman. He was integral to England in the early 2000s. There he comes in, bowls to Michael Hussey.
Yep.
By the end of the 2000s, England were world champions. by mid-2005, they'd beaten Australia for the first time in a test series in a what's considered one of the greatest test series of all time. Hoggard now to Shane Warren.
What?
Warren drives. It's no run. Makes me realise 2 overs ago I made a mistake when I thought he was batting. It was actually Hussey. 177 for 6. Edged away, nicely stopped by Marcus Trescothick. There we go, Hoggard now to Shane Warren.
Yep.
Ah, nicely dive shot by Warren, beats the fielder. It's gone for 4. 181 for 6. Australia will be pleased with this. Here is Hoggard down to bowl the last ball of the innings to Shane Warne.
Yes.
Warne, lovely shot off his feet. Will only get a single. So that ends the inning.
Team are now on 6 for 182.
There's Australia, a lovely healthy score here in Perth. I see 6 for 6 gone out. Key to that innings was a blazing start by Alan Gilchrist. Michael Clark, 57 from 45, and Michael Hussey, 66. So England out to bat now to chase down this big score. What I'll do is I'll leave the commentators on. Let's sit back and watch as Marcus Trescothick comes out here with Andrew Strauss, of excellent players of that decade. That's Glenn McGrath to bowl. Let's change the settings. Sit back and watch this as the chat's gone very quiet. So anyone coming in and watching this is T20 cricket. So I'll just pass some time while we wait for the Howie Shanks, if we're going to have Howie Shanks tonight. Settings, we want, what do we want? Settings. So just checking out the settings. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. We want sound. Right. We don't want any support. We want Ian Healy probably. But we do want the commentary. From David Gower.
Yep.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Keeper.
Oh,
Misjudged that throw, and the batters survive what would have been a certain run out. Very nice running there, nothing too fancy, just good solid running.
let's just change that. See, I must have touched the button when I was fiddling around. Here's the culprit.
To get things started.
Right into Trescothick.
Yep.
Fantastic
Out.
catch.
Straight away. A wicket for Australia.
It's the wicket they so desperately wanted. They've removed a real threat before they could get going.
Lots of pressure coming into bat.
There's Ian
You'll
Bell.
have to wait, though, to face their first ball.
Oh, settings are still not quite right.
Nice shot, runs possible.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get the first runs.
You like a little bit of cricket. Hope I'm not overlapped with anyone.
Yep.
Drive.
Bell gets off the mark.
Not the ideal way of handling that ball.
End of the over. The batting side are now 1 for 4.
Watt coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some...
Oh, I don't want to get a strike. Turn the music off. Music, commentary, announcer. There you go.
trouble.
Here's a rapid Brett Lee. Dangerous bowler.
Waiting.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Just threw the shot too early.
England have to get 183 in their 20 overs. Only one over gone so far.
Wait.
2-2 for the 2000s.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yep.
They'll push hard, should get back for two.
Keeper.
A couple on offer here.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Out!
Nicked it. Huge appeal.
Both openers gone. Strauss, Forrester, Gothic. And Brett Lee at his pace. Lightning pace. Gets Strauss. Caught
And
behind.
taken. Superb delivery.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Peterson, whose first task is getting themselves settled.
KP at the crease. Dangerous hitter. Batsman.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
One of my favourites, Peterson. At the crease.
Yep.
Edge, there's no one there. Could go down to the boundary.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Good bowling. Kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score runs.
McGrath just needs to continue finding good spots now.
Misses everything.
Nice.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Good batting, get an opportunity to score and take it.
Bowler.
Shoulders, arms, and true to the wicketkeeper.
183 is the target. Currently 16 for 2.
Wait.
Straight to the fielder.
Oh,
Short
nice
and
Friday
wide.
night,
Did well to
relaxing,
get some
chilling.
bat on that.
Oh, it's in good times at the moment. Looking forward to my holiday. Oh.
Yep.
Shot.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Yes, it is.
That showed great skill and lovely timing. The boundary was the only place it was heading.
Watch Peterson.
A little short on that occasion.
That's Ian
Needs
Bell.
to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it
Yep.
makes it very easy to score.
Probably should have gotten back for a second there. Need to push a bit harder on that first one.
Yeah.
Huge edge.
Flashed at it. Didn't time it well, but got enough to get it to the boundary.
It's Lee. To Bell.
Waiting.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
Yep.
Shot.
Thick edge.
Keeper.
T20 cricket, Australia 2000s versus England 2000s, All Stars.
Played that beautifully. Saw the short one, got out the way. There are no more of those in this over.
Both teams were good teams. Australia on the way down and England on the way up.
Yep.
Decisive running might have gotten two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Yeah.
Shot.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
No!
What a position
What
to
a
set there. A
catch.
brilliant catch.
What a running catch. I thought I was out of here. Great catch by Andrew Simons, right with the catch.
So that's the third wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket.
Australia on top here.
Wait.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
3 for 28.
Going with spin now.
Coming onto ball.
Yes.
Well placed. Should get a single.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Wait there.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Yes.
Good shot. Found the gap.
A little bit short, not horribly short, moves the feet well, and the hands even better.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Oh!
The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this.
Shame on strikes. England in trouble.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Yes.
Too full. Got what it deserved.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
End of a really good over. Taking a wicket and really slowing down the scoring rate.
Yep.
Some width on offer, but didn't throw the bat at it and just made sure of the cut shot.
2 batsmen are star batsmen, especially in T20.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Timing just a little early on that occasion.
Yep.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep. Waiting. Yep. Ball.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. The end of another over. This time, though, some more fielding changes are coming as the restrictions are lifted. And with that, 5 fielders can now be put outside the circle.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shots and good running.
Lovely. Looked a good slower ball.
Great control from the hand. A lovely bit of bowling induced the full shot. It just dipped a little and unlucky not to get the reward.
Waiting. Waiting.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yes. Yep.
There'll be 1 run here for them. The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building. The left-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep.
forward this. Let's go forward 5 overs. Alright. Let's pick it back up. England in trouble, big time. Still in the game, it looks
Change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter
81
coming
for
forward
7.
early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Nice bowling.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Waiting.
Quick onto that.
I'm not going to get anywhere near this.
Field.
Get ready for some base.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position. That's the match. It looked like the required runs were too many to get in that final over, and so it has proved to be. Great bowling, brilliant win.
From all of us in the commentary team, I hope you've enjoyed the match. It ended up being very close. Hope to see you soon.
Oh, close. Right, so that was some T20. Australia ran away with it in the end. I'm tired now myself.